So like going out here, we're gonna go through the car change, and I got 2 rows of quarters. So we're gonna start with the quarters out of the car first. So here, what I'm looking for is let's see, I think this is pictured rocks. So you look for die chips on this side and all this, up in the branches, and because the dies do break off. But one thing you want to check for is the mint mark. So this is a Philly. That's usually where you're going to find the errors at. And there's a DDO 1 on the obverse, where all the letters are doubled. I've only found one. Found out a while back, and they got it's on the channel. So here we got another quarter. You should always check both sides of the quarters. Well, both sides of the coins anyway. So this is Iowa. This is one of the state quarters. And I have yet to find anything on the Iowa building. It's been used pretty heavily. So I always start with the big coins first and work my way down by size. This is Denver. Nothing there. This will be Minnesota. 2005. I'm going to do the loose change first, then we're going to get into these bad boys. Which is kind of ironic. Today when I picked them up, I checked them before I left the bank, and there was two nickels, two dimes and one in the row. So I got my 2 quarters. Bank lost 30 cents. Now, somebody said there's die chips in the branches. So, hey, you have to find any die chips on this branch. That's a possible die chip right there. Let me see if this is a Philly. It is a Philly. So I think that is a die chip. I'll have to compare it to a photo of that tree. I'm looking at this sideways. My camera's pointing in this direction. Oops, I just hit it. Yeah, that looks like a die chip right there. So we're going to put that one up top. I can drop out later. Here we got New Mexico. And it's Denver. Seriously, doubt we're going to find something on the coin, but you never know. Because even the Denver man's been known to mess up a few times. Nothing there. Women Man Killer. And this one you want to look for the die chip in this channel in her hair. I don't see it. Nothing in the strands off of her regalia. That's what it is called, regalia. It's also that's known as clothing. And this may be a Denver one. By the way it looks. Yep, it's Denver. More quarters. So this is going to be a Philly Minute coin. Let's see what we got. And we got Mount Rushmore. Look for doubling along the nose right up in here, which I do not see. Nothing in the eye. There's some doubling in the eye right up in here, but I don't see it. No die chips. Nothing. Saratoga. 2015 State Park. So once again, you want to look along. These type of details are tend to ones that have die chips in them. I don't know. See that? That's Denver Minute. There's another Philly minute quarter. Oh, see nothing right there. This will be Hawaii volcano. That's so hard to find Arizona because of the way they designed it. Because you don't know what's a die chip and what's not a die chip. If anything, if you find die chips to be probably up here in these lava flows, not up in here, it's just too hard to tell. Like if I had to suspect, it'd be right there, but I don't see anything. Nothing along that rim. It's just such a hard quarter to find mistakes on. $19.95. The eagle back. All the arrows are there. So we got some good detail left on it. I'll put this there probably an XL45 state because it is circulated. This is 10, 30 euro coin. There's Denver. Don't see nothing in the ponytail. No die clashing. Got 2 more quarters. I'm going to do nickels next. Then we give a minute. We have Tuskegee Airman quarter. Have yet to find the Birding Building, which is on the Philly minute coins. A big 3 stripes from the going through there. I have yet to find that. And then we got Tennessee. So I'm gonna get this in change. Oh, I got 3 more quarters in my pocket. I still need to check out. Another New Mexico. So like I said, I kind of look around these details. That's just a post-mint damage. You can type of die chips up in here because this is where your weakness is going to be at on the dies. Check your letters. Numbers. So I found some numbers for die chips on the Utah State quarter. Got 2 of them. Another Philly minute. And we got, this is Apostle Island. And where you want to look for die chips at, will be right up in here, here, here. The die chip right up in here, which I do not see. And we actually have a die chip right there. It should look like these trees. This is a die chip. So we found a die chip. There's 2. There is another Connecticut. So yes, what I found. Now we got a comparison note. Let's see what mint this one is first. It is Philly. We can actually compare the 2 Connecticut coins. And this right here in this area we're looking at. Maybe not a die chip. So I'm looking at just that side view. Nope, it's not. It's design of the quarter. I thought it was, but that's why you always keep it out just in case you double check it. Oh, one more quarter. That's an eagle back. Original design from the 1930s to forward. That might be a little bit of thickness in that. That could be worn down. It could be the font. Pretty much dirty. It is Philly minute. Because then I put the Philly mint mark on these quarters. So do not fall for no mint mark, please. Almost 4 arrows, not quite. I think it's the designation that I'll get these dang quarters, 4 arrows. So, got one with the die chip. Ow. How many quarters that I had in my car? Actually, I brought all the quarters in the car. Huh. Okay. Nickels. 23 Denver. Do not see nothing on. Usually I don't rarely ever find anything on here. We got some machine doubling on the back. The way you can tell, this is rounded up and that's flat. That's machine doubling, strike doubling, not a mint error. That's 23 Denver. Denver. These came from McDonald's the other day. I think they all. She handed me nothing but nickels in my change. She didn't have any quarters. 23 Denver. Nothing on that one. That 23 Denver. Yeah, I think she had a row of Denver nickels. Too bad it was Philly. Might have a chance to find a beehive. I'm just gonna go through all these real fast. 24 Denver. Low mintage. I know I'm like +5 now of a 4 row. I'll pull that one out. Yeah, 23 Denver. I think she had a 4 row 23 Denvers at that in her register. Yeah, somebody handed her a bunch of 23 Denver. 23 Philly. Now we might. If you look for die chips up in here, up here by the eyes, and we have a die chip right there. Sometimes you find reach strike through in here. There's nothing there, so we got oh, let's see. Nope, that's damage to the building. Nothing in the words. Check the top. Ring of Death. So we're not even going to keep this one. You know, it's got a die chip on the head. This is what takes away from the value. Ring of Death. 23 Denver. Full steps probably, but I don't worry about those. That's if you're one of the registry people, you care about that. 2019 Philly. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a die clasher right there. So apparently there was a die clasher on here and they missed that corner. I learned now on medclashes.com. You go look, typing it in and look and see where the parts of Jefferson go through right there. The back of his head. Which usually you'll see something up in here, but I don't see it. Nope, nothing there. So anyway, y'all's view. 23 Denver. We don't look at Denver nickels that much anymore. Maybe I'll look, I might find something, but so. Denver just does a lot better quality control over the mini, the coins, than Philly does. And sometimes I wonder if that's by design to keep people interested in the hobby. $73, and it's pretty much chewed up. '23 Denver. Let's see. 2011 Philly. So no die chip there. No die chip there. Nothing in those words. Nothing on that side of the building. The beginning of Beehive. Nothing in the letters. So it's good to go back to the pink. '23 Philly. Yeah, look at the junk on that. Usually I wear gloves, but I don't see nothing on here. And if I did, I'm going to keep it. Usually I have about $8 worth of change in my car. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. Just depends on how my week's going. Nope. I had to turn my light off because I had a glare. No, I got it turned right now and keeps the glare. Oh, machine doubling. You can see how it goes around this L. True double dive, it all shift in one direction, but this is shifting down and over, and it's like it's a loose cannon. Yeah, Megan knows this video is going to post more machine doubling. That's a Denver one. That one I want to keep because Denver don't often put out mistakes. Sometimes it's called strike doubling. Sometimes you find it on the front like this one. All over is shifted over to the right just a little bit. Yeah, same as before. Now I'm going to do pennies. 24 Denver. I haven't found anything on any of the pennies in a long time other than die cracks. On the more older memorial cents are zinc coated. Like here's an 83. Here's a 96. Got some junk on it. Nothing there. '22 Denver. I haven't found anything on the shield since in a long time. I got one of the massive die chip on the shield in one spot. Wish it was more like this color versus brown. This one's bad. 2014. It's funny how I'm finding more and more shield scents than I do memorial scents, and those memorial scents have been around for a lot longer than these have. usually because these are stress points, you get die cracks, means that there's zinc, a copper coating. Here you're looking for any type of die cracks going to the top of the head, going horizontally across, if they go all the way through. Die cracks that do occur on dies. They start when they begin to fail. They call spike heads when they go to Lincoln's head. First copper. That's these. Last year I pulled out about 60 pounds of copper pennies. I think I'm going to be having 2 boxes of pennies this weekend. I want to move my wet nut saw back 2 weeks into February. Deeper into February because there's just too much going on with my house and all that. For those who do not know, December 28th was not a good night. I come home from going to a restaurant. Tree limb fell, ripped off the power meter off the wall of my house. Still not fixed. Hired a private adjuster. Hadn't heard from them. Yesterday, hoping they're coming back today. Nothing yet. Like I said, you don't find anything on Denver stuff. That's just dirt and grime. I just fell on all that. Now, on Alverse, if you see this kind of stretch down, get a cat's eye or something, there will be a double die on the date of the coin. I'm only found 2 so far. I found a 2015 and a 2011. Literally about 5-6 months apart, I found those. That's hunting through rows and rows of pennies. Roosevelt dimes, then we go into the next set of quarters, to the 2 rows of quarters. Usually I wait and get those like Thursday night before I turn the change in because then I know I can afford to get them. Nothing there. Nothing there. Now, die chips they concur in different coins. I think Denver just changing their dies out more rarely than Philadelphia does. That's why you don't see as many errors on them. That's my theory. Could be wrong, could be right. I don't know. I'm just guessing why. So you got a little something there and there. And this is a Denver. So this will be staying with me. Like I said, you'll hurry ever find something wrong with the Denver coins. Okay. Now we're up to 3 finds. Counting the 24 nickel from Denver. It's lower than the 2009 vintage. Now, for some reason, Philly, they increased their production and doubled their output. So instead of being 30 something, it's like 70, 80 million nickels. But I have yet to find one. Can you find Denver? But not Phillies. But I went and bought the mint set anyway, just to have say it. I got mine. This is a 92 Denver. It's worn out. So the bands are worn down. The band's not even completely gone right there. That one's starting to wear out. Torch is starting to wear down. Sometimes I wish I would have bought boxes and rolls of coins from back then, and I decided to go through them now. Okay, we've got a die chip. Nope, no, it's not. This is Acorn. This is 97 Denver. Some of the places you go for die chips on dimes, be up in here. The branches up in here, and these little right there where the other branches meet each other. Along the oak leaf up in here. Sometimes right around here on base of the flame, and especially base of the here or there. You can find them die chips. That's where you can find them at. I got several videos on those. Here. Well, they're going to be looking through change like this. There's going to be a silver diamond in that pile. Nothing. You know, a little piece of metal flaking off, but hey, nothing worthy to keep. Okay. Here, look at the back of this 2014. I doubt we're going to find anything other than some post-mint damage. Okay, on to the quarters. So we got a woman's quarter on the ender of this first row. I don't know if y'all can see that. There we go. So go ahead and dump this roll out. In fact, this is the last year of the women's program. And the first quarter hits streets next week. Now in the quarters, you can find all kinds of varieties and errors. You're looking for the West Point quarters, which were minted in 2019 and 2020. They will have a W below where the mint mark is. Let's see, I don't think this one I'll show y'all. Now this is a Philly. There'll be a W right there versus a Philly or a D, the P or a D or an S. And this is Nevada. Chimney Rock. So this is Philly, right? Nothing. Probably a sort of a long video. Anime Wong. I have one, I think maybe a double. I need to get it sent off and verified. This is Denver. Salt River Bays on the 2020s with the W mint mark. And we got Denver. Also in the 2020s, there's a privy mark, B75, that will go right there for the 75th anniversary. At the end of World War II. And I don't see nothing on this one. You can usually find die chips that fill in these leaves, these outer parts of this, of the mangrove leaves. And that's the Dirty Eagle back. Let's see what year we got. 93. Here's the Kanaka Ole. Now there's three double dies on the reverse. And I had got to find the one on the reverse. You got doubling up here in these letters. Haven't yet to find the die clash. And the die clash, where this part shows on the obverse. So it's very, very strong, and I did not see it. There's a doubling along here. I've only found one. And the guy in Dirty Waters Coins and Collectibles was credited with finding that one. There's an eagle back. See, the arrows are all messed up. And this is Philly, 89. They didn't put the... Okay, World War II, they put the mint mark on the nickels. Only on the nickels. Then they put the mint mark on Susan B. Anthony in 79. They kept going at it since 1980, except for the penny. They only did penny in 2017. There's a lot of doubling on there's a bunch of double dives on the 2017 penny you can look for. The Variety Vista, Wexler's double dives. Listings, you can find information there on those. I found one Denver, the die chip net A. '98, last year Eagleback quarters. Now, if I know that back then we bought a bunch of those up. Okay. Patsy Takamata mink. This is probably going to be Denver, I see. I've yet to find any Phillies, even though I have a roll of Phillies. There's some known die chips that occur with the arm up in here. Up in there. So you have to find any Philly out in the wild, which is highly unusual. On this one, we have Cumberland Gap. You can look for die chips up here in these feathers, and the tip here, and some of the feathers on this wing where you got the gap. That's the ones I've researched so far. Alabama State Quarter, Helen Keller. And that's actually her name in Braille. She's also able to speak and hear due to scarlet fever when she was a very young girl. They watched something with somebody saying happy birthday in there. I'm still looking for supposed to be some massive die chips up here on the sale, but I have yet to find one. This is Rhode Island. The Patsy Takamata. This is Denver, Philly. It's Denver. Nice strong arrows on this one. Denver, 79. That don't look half bad. That'd be an XF 45 or 40. Probably 40. It's about $3 or $4. Don't want to get these things graded. That's some sharp detail on this one. Good detail in the hair. Philly minted, 1998. This hair tub's got luster since I got the lights turned off. Vermont. Have you got to find anything on the Vermont? I keep looking for die chips up in these branches and stuff. This is the Denver minute one. Bessie Coleman, first black woman in the world to get her pilot license, but she had to get it in France because she was not allowed to fly here in the United States. Also, no usual suspects. The die chips up there. There's an increased doubling that occurs with these initials. It doesn't add any value to it. Move straight through. Sometimes you don't find nothing in the quarters, and sometimes you get a couple. New River Gorge, this would be West Virginia. You know, like I say, you can check the structures and small spots for die chips. That's where they will occur first. Oh, next one, the quarter. I'm going to talk about something. Irakanaka Ole. Usually, if there's a strike through or something, or a die clash, you'll see a line right up here, back of Washington's head. Let's talk about something. You can find die chips on here, but nobody won't recognize it. I call it the volcano die chip. Shouldn't be doing that, but I do it anyway. Denver. People are saying this is an error. In God we trust. It's the font. The Jesus doesn't come down. The serif of the G doesn't come down far enough. If it gets worn out, it does look like a C. That is the word in God we trust. It's the 4 use of a font by the Mint. Famous bat. I've yet to find this the strike there on the eyes, the mama bat, and this is a filly. It's a huge restrike through that occurs on the mama's face, and her eyes are basically obliterated. And we have a bicentennial. I keep those out. That's what got me originally into coin collecting when I was a kid. And what you were looking for, this is a Denver, Philly. In Denver one, you want to look for strong doubling up in the words liberty. This is eagle back. I'm not going to look at eagle backs or find anything on them. San Antonio missions. This is another one you can find a W Mint mark on. And did we get one? Nope, we got Denver. You can look for die chips along the cross, the top, and the sides. Originally, I thought this was a die chip. It's not. And San Antonio coming up next, I think. That is a Kanaka Ole. Denver. D. All right. Let's check the back. This one when I had the privy mark. That's only on the 2020 quarters. You can find the privy mark. So we got another George Washington crossing the Delaware, and it's Philly. On this one, you want to look for a die chip that occurs up in here. The bigger it is, the more valuable it is. And there's a few that do. There's some that do occur on the back side. And you want to look for minor doubling on the cuff, which I do not see. You go back. Actually, probably need to keep a few of those so I can wash my car. Remember Man Killer? No die chip there. Nothing on the face, the nose. There's a die chip called the Drilling George. Something you get one on the nose. I don't see it. Philly, no women's quarter. Bessie Coleman. 73. Eyes almost gone, just from wear and tear. It's been heavily used. How many video games I got dropped into when I was a kid? White Mountain. I think this is up in New Hampshire. Yeah. Actually, you hear them talk about this on Northern Law. There. The women's quarter, either the Kanaka Ole. Then we're gonna headdress salsa. $82. Bessie Coleman. What's funny is she actually died in a plane crash, and she probably could have flown. Denver. Another Denver. What we got here? To see Mississippi. I heard anything about this one having type of dyed chips. If I would suspect to be up here in the branches of the magnolia leaf and the flower. Okay, y'all, we got one more roll left and we'll be done. This is Louisiana, and I haven't found anything in Louisiana. Bluetooth Philly. There's supposed to be some doubling along with this collar. I've yet to find it. There is a grease strike through, a hub debris that makes a dent up in here. They call it the Ghost Comet. I found one of those, and it's very, very subtle. Last row. This is the one that had 2 dimes in it. I brought it back up. I want my 2 quarters, please. So big without, they got short at 30 cents for 2 dimes. Okay. This is Kansas, and this one, I'm going to look for a grease strike through where it says in odd we rust. Actually got in odd we ust. I have yet to do a wrap up. Because of the damage to my house, I hadn't done a proper wrap up of 2023, 24 yet. Okay, George Crossing. Oh, I didn't see what that mark. Really? You put the die chip. The die chip is called a bird's nest. Oh, they call them both bird's nest. I don't know why. The one on the back is called that. No doubling there. Oh. Mount Rushmore. So I'm doing this at an angle, so it's hard for me to read what's going on. My camera's pointing this way, I'm pointing that way. So another one you can find in double net Marsh Billings. I think I got one finally. This is going to be Denver. Uh-huh. Look at that major die chip on that. Look at that. We got the volcano die chip. That's a nice die chip. That's going to get photographed and put on the Discord channel. That's the first time I found the big one. I found the smaller one. This was kind of building on a saddle horn, but excuse me. I've yet to find anything on. It's all up in here mainly. But I haven't found anything on the Florida State Quarter yet. If there be anything, be up on the boat. Don't have anything happen. Maybe something on the engines for the shuttle. I don't know. Have to find anything. Let's research it. Here we got West Virginia. 2000. Y2K. Everything's supposed to shut down, and it didn't. Salt River Bay. Let's see. Still want to find a DDO on this one. Here we go. Cumberland Gap, first away to the west. We came across the southern Kentucky and Tennessee. That's post-mint damage. That's all. That's what over the quarter. Hit it. So looking for doubling them on the fringe. Die chips in the fringe. I don't see anything. Here's another Wyoming. Nothing there. Nothing there. More fillings. You can find a die chip right up here on her shirt, which I don't see. There's one that occurs right there. So there's nothing there. Lawson did a video like this. Okay, this is no one you can find a W mint mark on. Let's see, did we get one? Nope, we got Denver. There are some die chips on some of these trees on the Philly one. It's hard to find due to the branches. Here, either Kanakole, Philly. No strike through. Some slight doubling, but I wouldn't call it that just yet. Nothing there. Let's see which this one is. Oh, Louisiana Purchase. Yeah. No, this is Michigan. Yeah. So wait a minute, that's not Louisiana. Now here's one recently I discovered die chips. I don't see it. Right up. Recently, right up in there. They were supposed to be doubling on the feathers. But the way it's, yeah, it's Denver. I'm not going to find anything on it. Another. This is California. Not to find anything on the California coins. So this Philly, it's got some damage to it. Maria Tall Chief. First, let's see what mint this one is. That's me Philly. Now this one, we have a small die chip here. You usually want to find one that's about halfway out. You check for die chips up here in her tutu. On the Denver one, you want for die chips in the S. Actually, I got one from Denver where it's a huge die gouge running right to her chest. Like somebody tried to perform open heart surgery. Okay. Here we got Ellis Island and it's Philly. Now this one has a bunch of areas you can look for. Die chip right there. Small one right here on this brim of his hat. You got one that comes here, they call it the doorknob. Sometimes you can find a huge die chip on the back side of that window. I've actually found one on the back side of here. So yeah, we got a die chip on the back of the elbow. Yeah, ain't much value to it. I might be able to get $1 for it. We'll see. This is a Philly minted coin. Slight strike, grease strike there on the edge of that T. Minnesota. I had a good friend that was from there. That might be a die chip in the water ripple right there, the goon swimming. Oh, it's Denver, so doubt that. You can usually find an extra die chip up in here. They call it the extra tree. Still looking for that one. That's on my bucket list. Wait. It is Glacier National Park. I actually need this one. I don't think I have one at all. Cool. You got one I don't have. A little Betsy Coleman. I don't know what they're watching in there. Sorry if y'all hear it. Please, YouTube. I got my door shut. It's my parents watching TV. We got something going on right there. So far, we found several errors in these 2 rows. Slight restrike on El Liberty, Ozark Riverways. I actually found a die chip in this branch. It occurs right there. Now, there is a die clash with this fence. And this is Denver. It occurs somewhere right up in here. Looks like he's almost in jail. We got Philly Minute coin here. Nope, Cumberland Gap. I do not see anything on there. Nope. River no return. I got 2 of those as West Point quarters. One I got with roll, and the other I got in change at Burger King last year. So yeah, Shenandoah Valley, huge Civil War battles were fought there. I don't think there's any known die chips varieties of this coin at all. Washington crossing the Delaware. Over. No, I'm not going to do a video wrap up what finds. I've seen the finds. You can rewind, rewatch. This is Salt River Bay. This one that had the 2 dimes in it. I mean, it gave me 2 quarters in place of the dimes. Sometimes you can find a precursor to the die chips on these leaves. I don't see it. Either Kanaka Ole. Nope. Effigy mounds is have. I don't think anybody's ever found anything with these effigy mounds. Anything beyond the obverse. Here we go. Sally Ride. Did not see the Ghost Comet. Well, that's a horror is wanting to show up on camera. I just happened to look real close one day with an eye loop, and that's how I found it. Washington crossing the Delaware. Now I've got one that comes up to here, but a lot of mine are the swallows that occur on the backside. I'm looking for this doubling along the cuff, but I don't see it. You have to find a thing on her. You know, Otter Warren. I don't know how to pronounce her name. On this one, you can find die chips on the nose. You can find a Drilling George. Here's a Maryland State Quarter. We're down to 3 more. Then we're going to call it quits on this video, so we can get it uploaded. Kanaka Ole. Kanaka Ole. Nope. And that's one of these. Let me go back and see what year we got. 1989. That will conclude this video. You know, saw all the errors on the tape. You can go back and watch it all you want. Thanks to all new subscribers. Please go back and look for my longs. I need the view hours. Where I need 161 more subs. I got more videos to upload, but this is going to get uploaded tonight because this is a long one. Other than that, y'all have a good evening and catch y'all on the next time.